What's up, everyone? This is FP Sticks coming at you with some more Fusion Cup practice battles. I've been getting some requests to try out ALOLAN MUK for this Fusion Cup, so here we go. And I'm going to give you a spoiler alert right now. ALOLAN MUK was pretty underwhelming for me. It did not perform near as well as I thought it was going to, but I, again, gave it a full trial here. Did a lot of battles with it. These sets of battles are going to be up against my friend the Nixter. You can see our teams on the screen there. Now, granted, ALOLAN MUK is really only going to have decent matchups against his Victory Bell, and Noctowl's kind of questionable. And as you see in this ALOLAN MUK Scun Tank matchup, I actually end up losing this matchup in a disadvantage. However, in one of the matches that are coming up as well, we end up in this ALOLAN MUK Scun Tank matchup again, and I'm actually able to win it if I am able to land 2 Sludge Waves. If you can land 2 Sludge Waves unshielded, obviously, you're able to win that scenario, but that did not occur very frequently. Now, ALOLAN MUK just seems... it just seems too soft of a counter to everything in this cup. The matchups that it does win, it doesn't feel like it wins by a lot. It doesn't feel like a solid wall to anything. So whenever you have a Pokemon like that, you can kind of use the thought process, okay, maybe they'll be a good safe switch. If they have an energy advantage, maybe they'll be able to flip some matchups. From my testing and from what I've seen, that really doesn't seem to be the case. Granted, Whiscash is like a very potent threat in this Fusion Cup meta, and if someone's not running Whiscash, they're at least going to be running one of the other Mud Boys, so you're always going to have something that is a hard wall to you, and that doesn't feel super great. Just from these matches that I've done so far practicing in the Fusion Cup, the Fusion Cup seems very hard countery, very rock, paper, scissorsy, where you have this hard counter, and if you get the lead, then you're already at an advantage, and it's very hard to come back unless you can win that secondary matchup with the switch-ins. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not enjoying the Fusion Cup near as much as the Timeless Cup. I actually just finished my last Timeless Cup tournament today. It was the big mega tournament here in Colorado. Tomorrow I will be posting that tournament video. It's going to take a little bit to get that thing edited. But it was super fun. We had almost 50 people there today, which was a lot of fun. So back to this video. This is a decent matchup for Whiscash. If the Poliwrath lands 2 dynamic punches, you're going to lose this matchup. So there's the first one. It goes through. He played it correctly. Getting a little bit of lag here, but again, the move here is just to go straight Mud Bomb. Try to QSA if possible to get an energy advantage. Do not throw the Blizzard. It's going to be resisted and is nowhere near as energy efficient. So going straight Mud Bomb here, we're still equal shields. But as you are going to see here, this is another dynamic punch. So he landed the 2 dynamic punches, and boom, Poliwrath takes that matchup. So not the best start, but Bronzong is able to come in and farm down. If you look at his team, Bronzong is going to have a lot of amazing matchups, except for Whiscash. Oh man, this is not good, but I at least want to throw this Psyshock to burn a shield. I believe this is actually the match where the line of 3 that I brought in, all 3 of these Pokemon are weak to Whiscash. I did not bring in a Whiscash counter. I started out with Whiscash, so that would have been an even matchup against his Whiscash, but I have Bronzong here, and then I have ALOLAN MUK in the back. I was trying ALOLAN MUK as a lead in those first couple matches, but in this match I'm using it as a closer. So my only hope of winning this game is if I can burn all the shields off the Whiscash, which I'm able to do, and get to this Psyshock. Not able to get to the Psyshock before the Whiscash throws a Mud Bomb, but I commit my last shield here. And Bronzong is actually able to win this matchup. Thank goodness, because I have ALOLAN MUK in the back, and that thing would not do good against Whiscash either. Bronzong is able to take that. I instantly switch into my ALOLAN MUK. This is not super great. Magcargo is a very interesting choice for this cup. I believe because of the rock typing that Magcargo has, it's going to resist the poison moves. So I'm just going straight Dark Pulse here. Even though Sludge Wave obviously is a heavier hitting move because of that resistance, which someone correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Rock resists poison. So I went straight Dark Pulse. He's able to take that match. Horrible team comp on my part. All three of those things I had no answer to Whiscash. So I heavily adjust my team. Looks like Noctowl, Alolan Muck, and Shiftry. This is a great matchup for me. If I were running Altaria instead of Noctowl, this would actually be a losing matchup because Poliwrath can outpace Altaria with those Ice Punches, and it takes 2 Ice Punches to KO that Altaria because of the double weakness to Ice that Altaria has. Noctowl is a much better choice because it's only single weak to Ice, and you're going to be hitting for super effective the entire time with Wing Attack and Sky Attack. Now I do shield here because I was worried that that would be a Blizzard. And here's a scenario where I did not want to CMP tie, so I don't hit any of these bubbles because I want to be able to farm down a little bit more. The shield gets drawn anyways, so it didn't really matter, but I want to farm down a little bit extra. I know this is going to be a Mud Bomb because it came too quickly, not enough Mud Shots went through, so I'm able to farm up even more, even better for me. I don't want to get hit by another Mud Bomb though, don't want to be too greedy, so just throw on this Leaf Blade. This is easily going to one-shot Whiscash. I get the second shield there, so he is not messing around. At this point, I'm assuming whatever he has in the back is weak to Shiftry, so I just dump all my energy. I still have energy left over. There's the Magcargo. Now, Leaf Blade is going to be hitting Magcargo for neutral here because of Magcargo's fire and rock typing, so still does a decent amount of damage, and oh my goodness, I'm able to get to another Leaf Blade. This is insane. Those rock throws that Magcargo is hitting me with is definitely chunking away. I still have a shield. What is in the back? It's Poliwrath, and this thing is in Leaf Blade range. So, so much for an Alolan Muck feature video. Man, Shiftry just was the star of the show there. Swept that team. That was nuts. So there's a good example of making sure that you have coverage for every Pokemon on your opponent's team. Just like in the match before that, I didn't bring Whiscash coverage and I got wrecked. And in that match, he didn't have a good answer for Shiftry, so I was able to take that. Here's the scenario again. Alolan Muck versus Skuntank. So far, I've been losing these matchups. So I'm going to go straight for the Sludge Wave here and see if this is going to do anything different. Every charge move that I throw at Skuntank is going to be resisted, and every charge move that he throws at me, because I know he's not running Flamethrower, is also going to be resisted. But Poison Jab does more damage than Snarl does. It's also really great for energy generation, Poison Jab. Poison Jab is a great fast move. Skuntank is a really good Pokemon. This Sludge Bomb goes through. I'm going for the Dark Pulse here. I was able to land that Sludge Wave. I do get the shield, and I anticipated that happening. I'm really hoping he is in Dark Pulse range, but I don't think he is. I think this is another lost matchup here. Yeah, survives with very minimal health, and then my Snarl does not do enough damage to get this Skuntank out of here. So I commit my second shield because I'm like, dang it, this is a Muck feature video and this thing has been sucking so far. So gonna commit that shield, but that was really dumb because I wasn't even able to get off another charge move. So huge mistake. Noctowl is an excellent answer to Victory Bell. He mirrors with his own Noctowl, and this is a bad situation for me. I'm down a shield. I know he has Victory Bell in the back, which Shiftry is actually going to handle just fine. But I cannot afford to let my Shiftry take a charge move from this Noctowl. So I wait for him to dump his energy on that Sky Attack, and I'm able to get this Foul Play before he can get to another Sky Attack, which is really good. This goes through. He's out of shields. So here comes the Sky Attack. This is easily going to take me out. I wanted him to dump his energy into my Noctowl so my Shiftry could correctly land that Foul Play, and it ended up working out. Going to farm down just a little bit more, but don't get too greedy. I knew he just dumped his energy in that Sky Attack. And I want to be healthy enough to survive this Razor Leaf damage from Victory Bell. Just need to get to a Sky Attack here. He was probably getting very close to a Leaf Blade, which even though it would be resisted, Victory Bell has a crazy high attack stat, so that definitely still would have done some damage. And I'm able to take out that matchup. Very close game there. I believe the Nixter just recently threw together a team for the Fusion Cup, so these are very fresh matches. I still have so much to learn in this cup. I'm really glad that Timeless is over now. This month, man, our Timeless Cup, our big tournament, was at the very end of the season. It just happened today, so I'm glad I can finally shift my focus into just straight up Fusion practice now. Here's this matchup again. Can I win it this time? I believe this is the scenario where I just go straight Sludge Wave, and it pays out a little bit differently if you're able to land 2 Sludge Waves. Let's see here. I don't shield this. It's the crunch. I barely survive, but I'm able to get to that Sludge Wave. If this goes through, I believe I take this matchup. And it lands, so there's a scenario where ALOLAN MUK wins in the 0 shield if you're able to go straight Sludge Wave. At least in that particular case, I was able to win that matchup. But man, ALOLAN MUK just has not really been doing anything in these matchups. I'm sorry to say, I'm sorry to let you all down, but I gave it a try and it was not working out super well. Again, you have to be aware that people are going to be running a Mud Boy, and the things that ALOLAN MUK does do well against, like Bronzong, I think it has a good matchup against because you can land those Dark Pulses pretty quickly with the Snarl energy generation. You're going to do pretty good against, you're going to do really good against the grass types as well. Especially Shift Tree, you're going to be resisting the Leaf Blades, and you're going to be resisting the Foul Plays. You're also going to do well against Venusaur because you can go for either Dark Pulse or Sludge Wave. Both of those will be hitting for neutral, but you'll get Stab on them, and you'll resist everything that Venusaur throws at you. I bring in my Shift Tree on this Noctowl again because it's a 0 shield scenario, and he dumped his energy. I'm able to get to this Foul Play before he can get to Sky Attack. And Foul Play is no joke. Shift Tree is no joke, man. It's really good in this cup. He's got Magcargo in the back. I farm up a lot of energy here. Hopefully going to be able to land 2 Leaf Blades here. I believe it takes 6 Snarls to stack Leaf Blades back to back. And these do a lot of damage. Shields are down, so I'm able to take that matchup. Noctowl comes back in, is going to be able to farm me down a little bit. But I banked a Blizzard in my Whiscash for this exact reason. Able to land the Blizzard and take that match. Very good games there. Let me know if ALOLAN MUK has worked out for you. It's actually rated pretty high up there on the PvPoke tier list on Fusion Cup, if I remember correctly. But boy, maybe I need to look into these matchups a little bit harder. That's a horrible lead scenario, so I mirror with my own Whiscash. Really hoping he did not bring Venusaur in. Because if he did bring Venusaur, he would have switched it in by now to absolutely melt this Whiscash. He lands the Blizzard, and I let it go through, so kind of a misplay on my part. I'm just going for the Mud Bomb, hoping he's going to commit a shield here. I get a shield, which is really good. This is just going to be a Mud Bomb as well. But I want to come out of this scenario a little bit better than how I'm looking right now. Jeez. Farm up even a little bit more, going for the Blizzard. Let's see if he's going to commit both shields on this matchup. He commits both shields, which I'm totally okay with that. This is going to be another Mud Bomb, and it should be barely enough to take me out. Yep. ALOLAN MUK would do horrible in this scenario. I cannot bring ALOLAN MUK in, so Noctowl is going to be the answer. Noctowl is really great because you can actually survive a Blizzard, unlike Altaria, which is going to get one-shotted by a Blizzard. Now I'm assuming this is a Blizzard here, so I correctly shield it, and now I can, I could farm up even more energy if I wanted to, but I just went for the Sky Attack here, and I'm going to be able to farm up more anyways. Oh my goodness, out comes that Mag Cargo, and that's going to be a really good answer to my Noctowl. It's also going to be a good answer against my ALOLAN Muk. I was getting a little too greedy there, farming up. Pretty sure Mag Cargo can learn Overheat as well, which is it's an insane move when shields are down. So much damage, very energy efficient, but your attack gets lowered. So this is a pretty bad scenario in here. I need to farm up a little bit of energy. So in that closing matchup, I'm able to get to my charge move, but these rock throws are really hurting. Sky attack is barely enough to take it out. Out comes his Noctowl. And there's no way I'm winning this scenario. Down on health. I don't have any shields. So I don't think there's any way that I come out of this with a win. Unless some miracle happens and Noctowl just turns like Mega Evolve or something. I survived with just a little bit of health, able to get to another Sky attack here, but this is definitely game over. I made it a rule whenever I do these Pokemon feature videos, I have to bring that Pokemon in every single line of 3. And you kind of need to construct your line of 3 to help support that Pokemon. So I know ALOLAN Muk is going to be extremely weak to Whiscash, so I always try to pair that with my Shift Tree. Or Noctowl is a decent answer as well, or just mirror with my own Whiscash. This is an amazing lead for me. I'm expecting the Whiscash to switch out. I don't know why it's staying in. Because, and in this scenario, I'm not going to try to overfarm. I'm just going to go straight for the Leaf Blade. This is definitely going to draw a shield. It's still staying in. Going to go for another Leaf Blade here. This is easily going to one-shot the Whiscash. It's going to have to shield this if he wants to maintain it. He's probably going straight for a Blizzard, but even if he were to bait here, I'd commit a shield. There's really no point. And now I was going to farm up even a little bit more, but he brings a Noctowl, which is a great response. Now let's see if ALOLAN Muk can do something here, man. Shields are down. I still have a shield. Sky attack does a lot of damage. ALOLAN Muk is not as tanky as I wish he was. It's a big rainbow piece of Laffy Taffy here, man. What a goofy looking Pokemon. The Sludge Wave does a lot of damage, so that's very impressive. Snarl is really good for energy generation. I'm going to commit my last shield here so I can at least win out this matchup. I know I'm going to be able to get to this Dark Pulse. I farmed up just a little bit extra there because I knew he wasn't going to throw another Sky attack. Get as much energy as possible. I anticipate that Whiscash coming back out. But it's Poliwrath. This is very interesting. Dark Pulse would be resisted, so I'm going straight for the Sludge Wave. Poliwrath is probably going to try to farm me down a bunch. The Sludge Wave lands, and that is an impressive amount of damage as well. Touche, ALOLAN Muk, you actually did something. But shields had to be down for that to land, so not super impressed by it. I know he still has Whiscash in the back. I overfarm a little bit here. This Mud Bomb should be enough to take out this Poliwrath. And this is going to be good games here. He's still got the Whiscash, but I still have my Shift Tree. I've talked about this before, but if you want to battle with me, if you want on my friends list and you want to train and get some feedback and be featured in these videos, head on over to patreon.com/fpsticks and become a patron, become a member. It really helps support this channel, and I always love battling with people and making them better at PvP and getting myself better at PvP. Because the better we all get, the more exciting these matches are. So thank you, the Nixter, for the battles. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Tune in to that tournament video tomorrow. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.